So what's good, boys? This is a short little snippet from a 2-hour-long podcast I done with Matt at Midnight Pod. It was really great to actually be on there. It's crazy. I've been watching his podcast for quite a while. If you don't know, by the way, check out. I'm going to leave the link to the entire podcast down below as well. At the time of this recording, it's not just out yet. It will be out this Sunday. Let me just double check what is the date on that. Because by the time you're watching it, it will probably be out. So it will be out on the 12th of February. So if you're watching this past then, it's probably already out. So the link to the full podcast will be down below. Without further ado, I hope you enjoy. There's some really interesting questions about marketing models, what makes an actual great account, and so on and so on. So I'm going to roll the rest of the poddy. Hope you enjoy. And yeah, check out the full podcast down below as well. Easy.
Yeah. So many questions come up right now. And then, is she working hard?
Yeah,
because like you say you want her full time. Because my maybe outside perception previously, which might have been wrong, is that they make the content pretty much once, they put it in the vault, whatever, do the odd custom, but they're just sitting at home watching Netflix all day, making 50 grand a month. Is it not that?
That's another misconception, bro. Yeah, they work very fucking hard. Yeah, because again, remember how I said most of the money is in the customs. So my business, right, my agency, Aura, our job is to, essentially we manage the model. But what does that really mean? So the main part of it is, it's our job to get as many people to visit her OnlyFans and subscribe. Then from there on, the other department of our business is the chatting, right? So we manage all the DMs. Now, this is basically the top of the funnel, which is the marketing, and obviously the conversion is the DMs.
Yeah.
Now, when the conversion happens, aka somebody tips or pays or wants to get a custom, obviously the girl has to make that content then, right? So only like 10-20% of the sales are pre-made photos and videos. Most of it is she has to do something there and then and create an organic piece of content. And that's also why most guys are like on OnlyFans. Like they probably know that most of the time, like they're not talking to the girl, especially if she's a mad influencer, unless like they can't put two and two together.
Yeah.
But because they even know that, it doesn't matter, because they're like, cool, I want to see her do some madness, I want her to do this, how much? Right, say the price and she'll do it.
And it's still a custom thing, even though it's not her messaging, because she's ultimately doing the thing.
And remember this as well, right? And everybody listening, it's all good and well she's doing the customs on OnlyFans for her subs. She also still has to create content on social media.
Yes, I was going to ask about that.
Yeah.
So how involved do you get in at the very top of funnel, which I guess is in most cases, what is it, Instagram for most of them? And do you do any paid stuff? Or is it purely they have a following, it's a link in bio, whatever?
Yes, paid stuff, not as all of you guys probably imagine it in terms of like Facebook and Instagram ads.
What's the CAC on a fucking horny middle-aged man? That's what I want to know.
No, so mainly it's like paid advertisement on Instagram and GGs, they're called guaranteed gains, right?
Yeah.
So typically what will happen is you will go ahead and go to a different model. So let's just say my model right now is at 5,000 subscribers on OnlyFans, right? Which by the way puts her well above 0.1%. Well, it depends on how much she's earning, but for us it is. So if she is at 5,000 subscribers and 0.01% on OF, do you know how the percentages work or no? It's essentially how much she's making. The more she makes, the less of a percentage she's in. So if you're in the top, like the same as I know, say
so
top 1% of men.
Like the elite.
Yeah, right? So like the smaller the percentage, the better she's doing in terms of income, all right? So anyway, so let's just say our model is at 5,000 subscribers and she's in the 0.01% on OnlyFans, right? In terms of earnings. Then our job as an agency would be to find another model. Ideally, well, she definitely needs to have at least the same stats. And then ideally, she needs to look the same as the model as well. So if our model is like a blonde, short girl, big tits, for example, we need to find another girl who looks very, very similar to that. Then we go to her and we'll essentially ask her how much for a guaranteed gains of, let's just say 500. What that means, by the way, is...
Yeah, I never heard of that. What
yeah.
is that?
So guaranteed gains, essentially the other model is guaranteeing that she will get 500 gains, aka subscribers, to my model's account, right? So how does that work? If people are wondering, essentially the model that I've just paid, she will keep posting and promoting my model until she has gained an extra 500 subscribers.
Oh, interesting.
And typically it's through a free link. So this is another thing for, I know I'm probably educating so many people. So let's just say the model has a $20 subscription fee, which that one did, the one I just showed you. She can create like like affiliate links?
Yeah.
Kind of like, essentially it's an affiliate link with like a discount code. And typically these guaranteed gains are like 100% off for the first month. Discount link. So I will go to a different girl who I'm not managing, but she's the same statistics as mine. I will pay her with my money, like as an agency, to promote my model until my model hits the 500 extra subs. So she'll go from 5k to 5.5k, for example. So that's, in terms of paid advertisement, that's one of them. Obviously Instagram shout outs.
And are these just like big influencers, like you said, that look similar, but they just have loads of followers? Is that?
Sorry, say again.
So when you're finding the girls to do the guaranteed gains promo, is it just like you said, you've got a blonde OF client, you find a model that looks similar, that's got a big following, that can drive the traffic?
Yeah.
But you don't do any paid stuff on the actual OF models Instagram, or do you do that?
You mean in terms of like paid ads, like on Instagram?
Well, yeah. Like, is it basically what's the best way for them to get signups? Is it often from their own page, or is it doing these guaranteed gains things with these other big pages?
Yeah, second one. Yeah. But then again, there's so much to talk about in terms of that. Like, there's also bots for like Tinder and Bumble.
Yeah, I mean, I've fucking had these before, innit? Like,
yeah. So this is gonna blow so many of you guys' minds, right? So how many of you? This
is a whole other world of acquisition.
Yeah. So how many of you? Because it's all about the black hat, right? So it's like outside of the box thinking, and this is what I fucking love because it's new and it's interesting, and I'm such a geek when it comes to marketing. Like, I love it. So this will blow a lot of your minds, right, lads? So how many times have you guys been on fucking Tinder just swiping along, and you see like this bird, she's so fit, and you swipe and you match her.
Such a shame.
No, and you match her and you're like, yo! You go into her account, right? You go into the bio and you see, oh my God, her Instagram is there. Yes! You go into her Instagram and then you see that she's got a link in her bio.
I get followers probably every day off these accounts on Instagram. And like for 1 second I think,
yeah,
it's got a fucking link.
So that's one. Another one. This I promise. This has probably happened to all of you lads, and unfortunately, I am the fucker that's doing this. But it works, man. Another one. How many times have you guys gone into your Instagram story, right? And you see a fit bird has liked your story. You're like, who's this? I have never seen this bird before. Yeah. You click on it. It's a brand new account, and she's got like 2 followers, but she's got a link in her.
5,000.
Yeah. Nah. So that is another one. Obviously, the mass DMs, it used to work, but nowhere near as well now. Like about a year ago, 2 years ago, it worked really well. Like mass DMs, such as like you go into your requested folder and you see a fit bird that said something. That one
all the time. And
then another one on Instagram, and
who's falling for that as well? But I guess it's a numbers game.
It's a numbers game.
7,000 DMs, you get 10 signups.
Oh, bro, the story one is nuts. The story we actually launched a new one today, this morning. Yeah. The girl went from like 367 followers to just shy of 1,000 with just the story likes method.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that a bot doing that?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So essentially, what you do is you find as many Instagram @handles of other OF models, and again, ideally the most similar looking ones. If everyone's wondering like, why do I keep saying similar looking? Because obviously, if our model is like young looking, a blonde girl with big tits, but then we find another one who is like, I don't know, a brunette, 40 years old, like a MILF. Those same followers, exactly, right? So typically we find like about 1,000 Instagram @handles who girls are similar looking, and then this bot will just go through all of their followers who are following these girls and go into their profile, like the guy who's following them, and if the guy has an Instagram story, it'll automatically pop up the story and like the story, and that's it. Move on to the next one, and it does that fucking like millions of times.
Live my life as a thug nigga until the day I die. Live my life as a boss player, it's even getting hot. These niggas got me tossing shit. I put the top down, now it's time to floss my shit. Keep your head up, nigga, make these motherfuckers suffer. Up in the bins, burning rubber. The money is mandatory, the hoes is for the stress. This criminal lifestyle, you cook with the bulletproof vest.